Hello, Taurus. Hello, this is Sherry at Soul Conscious Tarot, and this is going to be a 2024 overview reading for you, my wonderful Tauruses. Thank you for joining me. I hope you'll hit that like and subscribe button. If you haven't joined my channel already, I'd love to have you. Let's see what we have. This is going to be a general reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest. I highly suggest, since it's not 2024 quite yet, that you save this video for later and come back and visit it and see if this ends up, this prediction or this message ends up resonating with you some point in the year. So this is going to be, it seems like after doing Aries, it's an overall theme, one thing that stands out that we'll see how yours plays out, but that's kind of how Aries reading played out. So what do we have for Taurus? What do we have for Taurus, my spirit guides? What do we have for Taurus? What do you want? What's their 2024? 2024 for Tauruses. Ooh, love this, love this, love this, love this. 25, breakthrough to new dimensions. Beautiful. A new endeavor is on the horizon. Innovative energy wants to burst forth through your consciousness. So you're going to have some amazingly creative ideas, my Tauruses, coming to you in 2024. Beautiful breakthrough energy. I love this. I love this. That's like fully embracing that Aquarius energy. So, and then we have to go with that unexpected visitors, 41 unexpected visitors. That's interesting. I might have to pull on this card to get a little bit more, but I really feel like, I'm seeing this little mouse and she's timid. Like there's this timidness that maybe almost like there might be, I don't want to say fear necessarily, but a shyness that's keeping you from maybe reaching out and networking is what's coming through. And I feel like there's going to be some networking that's required to go with this breakthrough, or these creative ideas that you might end up having. Let's see what else comes through here. Oop. No, that's way too many. Way too many. Okay. So we have renewing, forgiveness. It seems like, okay, so Aries had an overall theme of forgiveness. And I don't see yours as an overall theme, but it does have this forgiveness card here coming out, renewing, with the trigger statement, I did not deserve this. And the true statement is, I forgive. So, so this is almost telling me that there might have been a little bit of feeling like there was some wrong, like the world is out to get you kind of energy. Allow the labels of judgment to disappear. See the situations and individuals through your heart, forgiving yourself. I'm surprised this didn't come out for Aries, because this was almost their overall theme. But I don't get this as your overall theme, Taurus. I get this as, I kind of like allow the labels of judgment to disappear, because I feel like there's something you're afraid. So I think you're going to have, Taurus, is what's coming through here is I feel like you're going to have these really great ideas that are going to come down, these downloads from spirit, that, from the universe, these creative, wonderful ideas. You're going to have these breakthrough moments in 2024, but you're going to be so afraid of sharing those with others because of a fear of judgment. Okay. So that's what I'm getting that's coming through strongly, is that you might be afraid of sharing these epiphanies, these thoughts, these breakthrough moments, these amazing thoughts that you have that are they're like groundbreaking ideas. They're like so out of the box, like thinking like that it's so out of the norm that you're going to be afraid to share that with others because of a fear of judgment, is what I get, is what I'm getting coming through. Interesting. Okay, what's your crystal for 2024? What's a good crystal for my Tiger's eye. Courage. Look at that. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you, universe. Exactly what I was saying. This is just kind of confirming what I was just saying, what the message was coming through. Courage. Being deeply loved by someone gives you strength, while loving someone deeply gives you courage. So have courage to do what needs, and this could even be, I mean, we haven't really got to romance per se, but don't be afraid to if you love someone, to love them regardless of, this almost gives me a dynamic. It could be around, coming out of the closet about your sexuality, and that's not going to be for everyone. This is a general message, but I think it is for some of you that you might be afraid to let your family or other people around you know because of fear of judgment, because it's telling me, loving someone deeply gives you courage, that you can, it gives you strength by someone loving you, but it gives you courage. It's encouraged. You get courage through loving someone else deeply. So that it's that courage that I feel like this is what it's talking about, is there's this need in 2024 to have courage around a situation, to have strength and courage to do something. And I feel like, I really feel like that's strongly what it is. It's like there's something you're afraid to say or do because it's so out of the norm. It's outside of society. It may be something that's not condoned or frowned upon or whatever. So there's this fear of judgment, of speaking up or sharing these breakthroughs, this beautiful, and it's beautiful. I mean, look how beautiful this card is. Like, look at that breakthrough energy. It's so beautiful and transformative. And I think that it's really, if you can have the courage and bravery to face this, to speak your truth, to speak on the things that are coming through to you and share those with the world, it's going to be amazing. It's amazing. So we have coming out here, the Queen of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune. That's interesting that came back out because that was an Aries reading as well. And the Five of Swords here. So, this almost, it's interesting that we have a lot of swords energy, and it is like that conflict, but it's interesting how, I know I'm saying interesting a lot. I just realized that. Queen of Swords is someone that, like, it can be very cold and very, I get this almost as your energy, Taurus, of sitting here, kind of, because Tauruses can be very judgmental. You can be very, very harsh and cold at times. Not all Tauruses, but, they're very discerning people, I think, mostly from what I've seen. Most of the Tauruses I know, they can be very, like, they're not the easiest people to get close to because they're very discerning about who they're willing to open up to and not. So, they're can be very guarded people. Like I said, most of the Tauruses that I know, they're not going to just because I think that they almost have a high bullshit meter. And I don't know if I'm allowed to say that or not, but well, whatever. But I think that they can detect a lot of crap. And so they try to avoid that by, they use that ability to kind of just keep to themselves. So, they keep to themselves and not let anyone in. They're kind of, this is this girl peeking around the corner, like, I don't know if I want to let you in. And then we have this, being willing to have the courage to love someone, to let someone in. And this even, I think there was something here that talks about, let's see. Allow the labels of judgment to disappear. See the situations and individuals through your heart. Forgive yourself. But I really feel like here, what's coming through is this is you, my Tauruses, that are like, you want the wheel to go in your favor. You're wanting things to change. It's almost like, I'm not going to let anybody rain on my parade, okay? But there's this distance and coldness because there's this I'm not almost like a wall. I'm feeling like this barrier, like a wall. I'm seeing almost like this wall, like this is you, Tauruses, standing here, like almost like that sword is like a wall in front of you. Yeah, you're not getting past this, being a little cold and detached because you're like, I'm not going to let someone rain on my parade. Look at this. There's rain in that card on the Wheel of Fortune. I'm not going to let somebody rain on my parade, because Five of Swords can talk about, conflict and, disagreements, things happening between you and others. So it's like, I'm not going to let anyone rain on my parade, but by being cold or being detached like that, you also can't let love in. This is why we have this girl, and we have unexpected visitors, because I think there's somebody wanting to come in. I think there's this breakthrough moment wanting to come in, like love wanting to come into your life, but you're so afraid of it. You're so afraid of letting someone really in, to really let someone in. You're being shy and timid around that. So it's calling for this courage. We'll go ahead, because I haven't even pulled love. This was just general. Let's go ahead and pull. Give me 3 cards around Taurus's love life for 2024. So once that card, definitely. The Devil popped back up. That was also an Aries reading. Interesting that the same cards, some of the same cards are popping up again. The Hermit. It actually wanted both of those, the Hangman and the King of Swords. Well, there's your counterpart, the King of Swords to your Queen of Swords. But where, what I see is this transformation of being willing to see the truth for what it is. Because look, you're in this Hermit Hangman energy. When it comes to love, this is very detached, very detached. There's no cups on the table here, my Tauruses. There's no cups. So I really feel like 2024, you're going to be kind of detached from love, because I really feel like you're going to be doing your own thing, keeping to yourself. This is almost like a pride and ego. This Devil, it's like almost like you stubbornly are going to not want to deal with love. It's like there's this very cold, detached energy. And I hate doing that for an overall view of your year, but I really feel like when it comes to love, you're not going to be wanting to entertain a lot when it comes to love, because I feel like you're guarded when it comes to love. And that's why the universe is saying there's this, to have the courage to love. It's easy for someone to love you, but do you have the courage to love someone else? That takes courage. And I feel like that's what the universe is trying, the breakthrough to new dimensions here is that the universe is trying to help come through, with these breakthroughs, and it might be the fact that maybe just now isn't the time for love for you in 2024, because there's other things the universe has you, that the universe wants you focused on, but you have to understand that also love is attached in, to all areas of your life. That if you're in this cold, detached energy and you're not letting love through, that's stopping love from coming through in any aspect of your life. So that's why there's like this courage that's needed to be able to let others in, even though you're not going to want to, because you're in this energy of going in, diving deep, getting a new perspective. This is all, look how closely related these 2 cards are. Look how close, like I get that there's that blue sky and there's like the dimension, like the in this bright light, and the bright light's coming off the well, this shining, like these breakthroughs. You're going to have these breakthrough moments, which are probably going to be, maybe you're going to be having a lot of alone time, is what I really get, to get these new perspectives, to get these breakthrough moments. But I also feel, you see, there's these two balls here of light. And I feel like I'm almost, even though this is the Hangman, I'm getting like a Two of Pentacles, like there's something that needs to be juggled and balanced here. That there's still things like on the outside around you that's going on that you kind of need to be aware of, that you can't just completely detach. You can't completely detach. But I really feel like that 2024, and I hate to say it, Tauruses, but it's not going to be your main focus for 2024, because I feel like there's bigger, deeper things that are going on with you and internally, that that love isn't going to be on the forefront. Like, it's not going to be your primary focus, because this is what we're doing, the overview, the primary focus. But it is talking about a need to let people in, that there's this, that you do have this fear. It's coming through strongly of letting people in, that you, and it doesn't necessarily, I do want to say fear. It is a type of fear, because we have courage here. And then we have, we do have counterparts here, and that might be what that forgiveness energy is. That maybe someone hurt you, you feel like you didn't deserve this, somebody doing something to you, which might have pushed you into, because awakenings and transformations always usually happen out of pain. So it could have been in 2023, something happened to you in love that made you more guarded, that made you more standoffish, or in your past in general that hasn't been healed. And 2024 might be, renewing and transforming that, breaking through. But I know when I'm in heartache and pain, that's usually when I'm trying to heal. That's when I have my biggest breakthroughs. That's when I propel myself forward, in other places of my life, like my career or whatever, because I'm trying to get over heartbreak or whatever, or trying to move on or past something, let go, move past the grief, or not think about the grief. That's when I have my biggest moments, where my life propels forward in other areas. And I kind of feel like that's what this is telling me for you, is that 2024, you're going to be like really focused on something that's because you're like wanting to get past the conflict. Like I said, you're wanting to, you're not wanting to let anyone rain on your parade. You're wanting to just move forward and not let anyone rain on your parade, Taurus. And because of that, I feel like this is moving, you're moving from the Queen of Swords energy, essentially to the King of Swords, which, the Queen of Swords is more like, more a judging energy, where I feel like the King of Swords is more a planning, strategic. So it's like somebody that, okay, you've been in this hermit mode, this hangman energy, and now you're coming out of that with a plan of action, on the backside of that, you're going to have a plan to do something once you go through that period of, and I feel like for some of you, it's going to be breakthrough of getting rid of a habit. That could be for some of you Tauruses, that you could be breaking some kind of habit that you've had. It could be a limiting belief or a pattern. It's something that's been plaguing you, that's been toxic within you, of breaking that breakthrough, that you're breaking that pattern, that toxic behavior or pattern that you have within yourself. And having the strength to do that, the courage to do that. And because that's really being talked about here too, with the Hermit and Hangman, of getting a new perspective, because we have, especially when it comes around love, that you might have a toxic behavior, or you're attracted to toxic people. Even maybe you're attracted to toxic people. I mean, Some of us are guilty of that. I know I've been guilty of that. And usually when we're attracted to toxic people, it's because there's something in us that needs to be healed. So it's maybe seeing, being aware of that and going in and healing that, and then you'll be ready. Then you'll be ready on the backside of it. But I feel like right now, or at least during 2024, this is going to be a year of transformation for you, is what I really feel like, Taurus. I know I kind of took a long time to get there, but that's what I have for you. I hope that this sits well with you. I hope that you'll like and subscribe and share, comment, all that good stuff. It really does help me, help my channel to grow, and I appreciate you all, anyone that supports me. I thank you, and I wish you the very best 2024. Blessed be harmony, much harmony and gratitude to you this coming year.